Thank you for tuning into Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace and Singer.
Open a deposit account in the JN Bank Savings Streams promotion and save monthly for a chance to win an all-expenses paid trip to Peru. Enter now. The time by JN Bank Savings Streams promotion is 6.
Kindly to give God thanks and praise. Oh yeah, thanks and praise. Said in everything, give God and thanks and praise. Ja, ja. Just remember this in everything you do. And wherever you go, bring Jah along the way. And never stop my sister, no. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving, moving. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving, moving. Just keep it moving. Then look by your wife, oh she looks so clean. And I look at where you buy last week. You better give thanks and praises. You better give thanks and praises. You're looking nice and you're looking neat. Though your bamboo not a like the mountain peak. I beg you give thanks and praises. I beg you give thanks and praises.
Okay.
Wonderful,
All
wonderful.
right, give thanks and praises. Sound of
Yes.
Chronics in your ear. St. Catherine High School, De La Vega City.
Oh, he went to St. Catherine High?
He did.
Oh, wow.
He did. I think one of his albums, the album that bossed him, was written like on the school compound. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah,
my
man.
picture selling uncertain. Hey, when you want to be curtain. No for them say them are your friend, but you check it out. Them is a different person. Them no want see you dribble like Burton. Them want you left it go down in a Oh, yo, I remember the first day I heard that song. I was actually in the bathroom brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
And I know a hit when I hear a hit.
That was my response. When I heard the song, I'm like, how would I know ya?
I remember brushing my teeth and I remember hearing it on the TV, and I put my head out and I looked. I'm like, who that?
That was my exact reaction to that song.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, man, hit.
Yeah,
hit.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
But you know what else is a hit?
What that?
Sunrise. I'm gonna tell you.
That's
All
right.
because of you guys.
Morning.
Good morning. So thank you guys so very much for getting up with us this Tuesday morning. Good morning to all the children who are on holidays. Good morning to all the parents who are on holidays. Good morning to all the teachers who are kind of relaxing right now. You know.
It's July. Are they yeah, they're probably relaxing by now. No, cause remember saying after school over, you have a whole heap of things for mark and you have a lot of administrative work to do.
Gotcha. And you would know this.
Yes, and then
as a teacher.
And then by really and truly by August, maybe second week of August, you have administrative work to do to get the school year ready again.
Yeah.
So you by now, you're kind of in the relaxation mode, cause you mark off your paper them and you submit your grades and you write on all I report them and
I like that. And to all the teachers who would have helped students, when they came to your class, They were not performing at the level, but you worked with them and you brought them up to the level.
Yes.
Good morning to you guys as well, because not every child is, brilliant as you get them, right? But you work with them, you're patient with them, and you have lifted their standard, and you see them, pass the work.
That's right. Big up all the teachers who would look past people's neurodivergence and see their potential. True. And pull out of them the potential that they have.
Absolutely.
So
I want to pull out some potential out of all of you and you.
Yes.
Because my blood drive, is happening on July.
That's a whole different kind of potential.
I am a promise. Hey, I am a possibility. I am a promise. With a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. Yeah, so we're giving blood, right?
Yeah, when is it?
The 25th of July, so July 25.
Where's it going to be?
At Nelson Mandela Park. We're starting at 7 a.m.
Mandela Park.
Yes, Mandela Park.
Yeah.
And I want persons to start prepping themselves. We are in dire need of blood, Dennis.
Yes.
And as I tell people all the time, you never know when you or a loved one will need a bag of blood, okay? Yes. People need blood every day. It's a commodity that most of us can give. I know that there are some persons who will have health reasons why they can't give, or religious reasons.
Yes.
But it is our civic duty, I think
so
to donate blood, and we want to get bags and bags and bags. I want Igor Allen to call and say, Miss Kitty, we have to buy a new fridge to keep the blood because we have so much of it, right? Yeah. So oftentimes when you have a call for persons to donate blood, everybody kind of skin up their face and until when you need the blood, and you have to call me now, Miss Kitty, hi. My sister in the hospital, my brother in the hospital, I need blood, my father need blood. And I said, wow, look at you. You had the opportunity. So I am inviting all of you, everybody on YouTube, everybody watching on TV, July 25, Nelson Mandela Park. You'll be hearing more about it. But okay, start eating up your greens, start resting, start taking your iron tablet. Dennis, do you know how many persons have come to my blood drive over the years?
And find out
that they're anemic, that their iron level is low, or them would say anemic. It's not anemic, but anemic.
Yes, I was gonna say it a while ago that that to make sure that you're in a position where you can give blood, so monitor your blood pressure, because if your blood pressure is too high on the day, you won't be able to give blood. I have been in a situation where on the day I was not able to give blood, but thank God, you know what happened? I'm a donor.
Yes.
And so I have a friend who needed to do an operation, and she asked me to give blood, and I said, and I went, and I said, and they said, you cannot give blood today.
Yeah.
She needed the blood that day. You know what I did? I just come so and just.
Boop, when I reserve, in a bank.
It's literally a blood bank.
Yeah.
And I get some out of my thing. You understand?
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's what I'm saying. But if you never put it in reserve, you wouldn't have it for give somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it's like I tell people, nobody plans to die today. Nobody plans to meet in an accident, be stabbed, be shot, or meet in any problems. You understand?
Right.
So blood donation is very important. And so I'm calling on our sponsors. We have our sponsors. But of course, if you want to partner, call CVM and let us know. You know what I mean? So I take the my whole modus operandi has been to take the FEAR out of blood donation and turn it into a FAIR. So persons, when you give your blood, right, you can go and you have access to all the niceties and all the baskets and all the goodies, and so you have a good time and you feel good doing it. And trust me, Dennis, I remember the first time I donated blood. I mean, I said, at this time I kill up. Like seriously, guys?
No, I remember being afraid. And you sit down there and you come so.
Yeah, and then you're done.
It's done.
And you're like, do you want to take some from over here?
And then I'm afraid to me I got dropped down.
Yeah. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing
so
like that.
So the whole of CVM got there.
Yes, everybody needs to be there, and you, all of you. I plead with you to be there as well, and get some other people to come as well. So companies, entities, we need veins, we need blood, because there is, as I tell people too, even if you have insurance to airlift you out of Jamaica, you may, whatever is happening, you may need to be stabilized here first before you can move.
That's right.
And you never know when that will be. So let us be proactive and not reactive. Yeah.
Indeed. Psycho Boss.
Yeah.
Blood.
Hey, what up?
Boss David.
What up, David?
Yeah,
how you doing? Good morning to you. All right. So, guys, let us also big up, so all the blood donors, good morning to you. You have some people who give religiously, and for them, we are very grateful.
Every quarter.
Every quarter. And you know who else I want to big up, Dennis? I see a trend going on social media that is so pleasing to my heart that the fathers have stepped up big time this graduation season, and their children are putting their graduation robes around them and their sash around them.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And it is just so emotional. It is so wonderful, and I just want to say congratulations to those fathers who have stood up, made their presence felt, who are actual fathers, because great dads matter and cannot be replaced. And I want to just say congratulations to those fathers.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
I have noticed, even from
Casey, hey, vote this.
Yeah.
I love it for the dads. I love it for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dads are there, and I love that. Yeah. Because good dads matter, Dennis. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Good dads
Absolutely.
matter. Yeah.
It's so pleasing to my heart because, in the past, people have all the negative to say about father, but I always say, if you focus on the end that you desire, focus on the result that you want to see. Some people may never have had the experience.
Yes, and some parents too didn't graduate. So they're living vicariously through their children now. This one was particularly, emotional. The dad cried. Me cried like, oh my God, I'm a mess. Yeah. I'm like, how many times am I bawling for strangers on TikTok? I don't even know the people.
The truth is that there was a time when people love to say the only time I see my father, first time I see my father, when him come at my graduation, like him did contribute nothing, him never give me a lunch money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all right. Well, that generation is aging out. We have a new generation.
Yeah.
So big up to the father.
Yeah.
I want to big up as well. I want to big up Diana McCauley.
Yes.
She came recently and she has a book called A House for Miss Pauline. She read from that right here in studio, and the book has been announced as the winner for the Caribbean Lit Conference Prize for Fiction.
Congrats.
She was on Sunrise, as I said, recently, and read an excerpt. I want to send her a huge congrats. She had another book before that was, received considerable acclaim.
Yeah.
And so,
nice.
Big up to Diana McCauley, exploring this other side of herself. She was for so long known as an environmentalist,
Yes. And I think she went to Calabash. That's what she came about, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Big up to Diana,
And no, she
an author, accomplished author, award-winning author.
Indeed.
And guys, it's never too late for a shower of rain.
All
if
right.
you have a dream that burns within you, actualize those dreams, right?
That's
and
right.
oh, by the way, I want to say congratulations to Mr. Mark Gonzalez.
Mark Gonzalez.
Attorney at law in waiting. So the pass list for the Norman Manley Law School was published yesterday. And I want to take this opportunity to say, Mr. Gonzalez, a resplendent morning to you. Counseling waiting. Also to Mr. Sean Henry.
Yes.
Good morning, Sean Henry. And that entire cohort. Shamar, good morning to you as well. Listen, an all too familiar feeling of trepidation.
The nervousness, the anxiety.
Hey, saklata, as she said, remember me told you. But congratulations to all those persons who passed their exams from the Norman Manley Law School. Names were published yesterday, and trust me, I know everybody who saw their name on the list, they're breathing a collective sigh of relief.
So November, December.
The calling. No, I know we have to go look at go that. Hey, I gotta tell you, the black and white dog of town. Oh my God! So congratulations. Also, and to all the teachers as well, all the tutors, all the attorneys at law. Good morning to all of you. And good morning to all the police officers as well at the court's office over by the Court of Appeal. Good morning to all the police officers, all the CPOs, close protection officers. Good morning to all of you officers at the court, Supreme Court, downtown Kingston. You know who want big up to?
Who that?
Me.
Yeah, why not?
Pan the sound were gone viral, Dennis. I gotta tell you.
Which one?
You remember the other day? No, you weren't here. It was TK and I who hosted that morning. And I was just saying that, people need to leave people, let them big up their children. Tanisha brought it to my attention that it has gone viral. I'm like, what? What I do?
But we say that all the time.
I'm like, I didn't do anything, right? So this is what has been going on TikTok.
Really?
Where I'm like, Tanisha said over 1,000. I'm like,
to big up their children and talk about their children. Cock your ears and go lie down, please. Yeah, because somehow want to tell people how much time, then for big up them kids then. Yeah, man. With the black art, leave the people. They have all right issue. If the lady want to wear her son or her daughter's banner around their head, if the gentleman wants to talk about his son or his daughter 50 times, allow them to bask in their celebration.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you don't want to hear it, tucks away, you're bothering. You understand? Because here what happened, TK, some people I find, when it's to speak negatively about your child or about children, they are all for it and they like it. They coalesce around the negativity. But when you're to celebrate the children, you can talk about your daughter, you can talk about your sonny, you're frightened for your pitney, you're frightened for your sonny, you're frightened for your daughter.
Then not me for frightened for them.
I will climb on that counter, I know. Look here now. I'll drink some tea. Allow people to be frightened for their children.
I agree.
Forever frightened. Cheers to that. Forever frightened.
Listen, that is,
cheers.
Thanks to everybody who has used the sound. I'm very happy that it really resonated. With the masses, and of course, forever frightened, and of course to those children, those awards. When you look at some of those trophies, there's been said, "Are your child going to go to school?" Nobody else will go there, but I love it for you guys. Big up the children. Put them on your status.
I believe in it
all day, every day.
I believe in it.
So happy for each and every one of you. Niceness. Big up to the kids and parents. Proud. Love you guys. Absolutely
AA first prize giving.
Dennis, they're gonna be sick of me. Nita, they're gonna be sick of me. Cause when we go down that, hey, we go with the band.
Remember say, please wait on the official photographer.
Oh, we attack. Even the other day when we got Jordan graduation.
Yeah.
And like the lady say, we must stand up and take picture. I say, lady, I will this lady go, miss. Go round about now. Hear me bust my black. La 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 la. Hear somebody there, Miss Kitty. I say, yes, Jamaica. Yes, my sister. Granny, Magna Cum Laude. I want it. I said, miss, it better go around, Go around. You could have, my friend for my sister.
Yeah.
BSN, RN, which?
Yeah, frightened.
Go round. Frightened, but forever frightened. Love my children.
Forever
love the kids, them.
Frightened. That
Care
means
zero. Number one up on the
we'll go around on one part. We'll go around and mixtape part. I may be right back.
When we see the gifts them and the trophies for the kids them, tell me now when someone to tattoo my face for my alja.
Me say a prayer this morning, one back a chanting, firm and planted, blessing us to flow like fountain. This morning, one back a chanting, morning. Me have breath, what me for worry about. Many things me can do without anything me want. Jaja make it start out.
Jah give me everything, so me nah lose my sanity for vanity, no frightened for anything. So them can't use nothing to catch me whenever you hear me sing. From me yard to the top of the chart, and that's why we hail the king. 'Cause Jah give me everything.
No for them do anything for money, anything for hype. Anything for claim, so they must step up in a life. Them do anything for go trim, anything for Nike, anything for social media, anything for get a like. And them do anything, cause them claim, so that it's all about survival.
King and car. People, happy life we are live. What's on this ago? Ding dong, talk to them.
I have my house and I have my car. I have my drink and I have my bar. I have
my peace and I don't want war. Have my riches, I don't need
Core, building trust for generations. Celebrating 55 years.
The time by Sagicor is
6:15.
It's just joy and niceness whenever we get together. And that smile on your face is something to treasure.
Grateful that in these special moments, I'm the one that you always chosen.
Thank you, Jamaica, for 50 years of finger-licking good memories. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
I'm the one that you always chosen. 50 years.
Thank you, Jamaica, for 50 years of finger-licking good memories. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
I am made for more. That's why I got a JN Bank small business loan to open my salon and build my dream with my style. Now I am my own boss, popping my own style and trending up.
Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan. With small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit janebank.com or contact us on WhatsApp 876-295-1298 to get started. Jane Bank, we will help you find a way.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Turbulence the future, I'm going to end that CVM. See it happen. We've got the love others are searching for. I'm still loving you, even though you're gone. I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep it royal. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bang!
We are.
Kingston City. Oh my days. Hey, city. Kingston City. Oh my days. What would say? Siba. Hey. I gotta tell you.
I don't know. I just felt it. Looking over at the city. Good morning. It's 6:22 here in Kingston City. On a Tuesday morning. It's the 8th of July.
Right.
Oh gosh, the year is flying past. We're into the second half of the year. We're into the third quarter of the year, and just like the third quarter, coming in clutch is your girl TK Dawkins.
Good morning.
Coming in hot.
Coming in
clutch.
Hot.
Yes.
Look hot though.
Thank you.
Oh,
so
thank
blue,
you.
well, the blue
thank
is
you.
cool.
Look at the sky blue again.
The blue is
Look
cool.
at the sky blue again.
No, Gina set me up, but it's Closet Cloud for me. Good morning, Closet Cloud family. They always have some really nice summary items, and I really sincerely appreciate it. I've been getting lots of compliments on this top and on this color on me. I normally don't really do this blue, but Closet Cloud sent, and I'm like, okay.
Well, blue is my favorite color, and this blue is my favorite blue.
Really?
Generally speaking, it's my favorite. Like, if you look at, I will, if I'm not careful, buy bare blue clothes.
Oh, yeah, one of those. I love it.
Yeah, and variations of this.
But what I also like is your pants from Statement Pieces by Chris. Look, Dennis pants don't have no belt.
Yeah, I've been doing this from the other day.
Look, guys, zoom in.
So it's like a no belt, so you can
a no belt. You see, it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just button here. And
that's it,
That's it, and you just go.
I like it.
Statement Pieces.
Nice and easy. And easy.
Love it. But what makes a color your favorite color, though?
You think you feel the best in it.
Yeah.
For you. And then you can have you can have a favorite color and a favorite color in clothes. And those two don't have to be the same.
That is true.
Gotcha.
That is true. Like once upon a time, like I felt that like burgundy was just my everything put on with burgundy just
sell off.
There was a time, but for me, go to blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So all the lovers of blue, good morning.
Yeah.
Hi, Closet Cloud. Good morning. I gotta tell you, I'm talking about big ups. Can we big up Angela Hackett from North Carolina, who is watching on our YouTube channel?
Morning,
Hi, Angela. Hi, Angela.
And also Kelly Coston watching in from Queens, New York. Big up the folks from Queens. Yeah.
I can't beat all of you. I have to big up Gassan Smith, a Jamaican who watches sunrise from Dubai every morning. Well, it's not morning when he's watching live.
Habibi.
He said we give him a piece of Jamaica all the way across there.
So Gassan send for winner. You can send for a man. As a cousin. We're traveling
Speaking of traveling and sending for, let's jump into this headline because it's definitely making
see what we did there?
Yeah.
See that?
Segue.
U.S. visa fees surge under Trump's new bill. As set out in the newly signed into law, big, beautiful bill, Jamaicans wanting to visit the U.S. will now have to pay an extra $250 on top of the regular fee of $185, significantly increasing the fee for a visa to a total of $435 USD per person. The $250 surcharge on all non-immigrant visas issued by the U.S. is referred to as a visa integrity fee and will be collected by the Department of Homeland Security at visa issuance. It will also be adjusted annually and generally will not be waived. However, a provision in the law allows the refund of the $250 to visa holders who comply fully with their visa terms, that is, who do not overstay or violate status and depart on time.
In other words, it's a deterrent. It's other words like go on, stay out with it. But
what to do?
I can tell you, I laugh every time I hear the name of the bill.
The alliteration. The big, beautiful
It's a big, beautiful bill.
Don't let him say it here.
Yeah. I'm not laughing.
No,
I'm not
laughing. A lot of
laughing.
people say there's never been a better bill.
No.
Zoom in on Dennis alone.
Yeah, man, because no, man, we're not a part of the laughter.
I'm able for Mabel. So zoom in on Dennis.
The most hilarious thing, it's just the bravado, the testicular fortitude that you have to have to call the bill, the big beautiful bill.
I think
I love
also
it.
there is an increase on remittances.
Yeah.
I think a 1% per person, sending back to their country. Anybody who's sending back, 1%. It's a lot.
I think, all right, there are different ways to impose economic sanctions, and I think this is a very tactical strategy just to act as a financial deterrent to, okay, it's not an option. It's too expensive. So let me just not.
It's out of your reach.
Let me not apply because people are using, and if people weren't using it under false pretenses, then maybe you wouldn't have to do it, And so the administration is protecting its interests,
Yeah.
And
making America great again.
Exactly, which they are free to do. So, I mean, they're saying,
Is
look,
it a take it or leave it?
you come to our country, you generate wealth, and you expatriate it back, you repatriate it back somewhere else. So they want to keep it inland.
The country,
So you put a deterrent, an economic deterrent, and force them more of the money to stay where it is.
And even so, if you're going to send it, we're still going to keep something because we take off a 1%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of the efficacy of it, you can't knock it. I mean, the integrity of it or the morality of it, you can argue till you're blue in the face. But, I mean, I won't say much more on that.
See the press for details, conditions of flight.
Well, since we're not necessarily going to the U.S. for the summer, let's talk about parenting the kids as they're home. So, permissive parenting concerns raised and the impact it's having on children. The National Parenting Support Commission, the NPSC, is sounding the alarm on permissive parenting in Jamaica. This parenting style is marked by leniency and few rules, and it's becoming a major concern. NPSC CEO Kesia Carr warns that this can lead to behavioral challenges in children. She noted that children may struggle with self-discipline and emotional regulation. These children often lack the emotional maturity to make responsible decisions, and the NPSC is urging parents to utilize available resources to improve their parenting skills. parents are encouraged to seek support through the NPSC's helpline. And just so you know, the NPSC is an agency of the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. I guess that's what that's kind of gentle parenting. Is that what they call it?
All right, it's a very laissez-faire approach to parenting.
Like raise yourself kind of vibes.
No, giving you options, allowing you to do what you want to do and be how you want to be. And your way. Yeah, you know? And I want to be your friend and not really your parent. You know, yeah, because I want to be liked. That's not my parenting style at all. When I do believe in giving children some latitude to grow, to be themselves, to develop a sense of character, a sense of self, there has to be rules. As my mother said, there are rules in hell. Because if you're good, you can't go down there, Satan, I want to see you, right? So it's either eggs or young ones. And I think that this kind of permissive parenting, also / absentee parenting, a lot of parents have abdicated their responsibilities.
They have.
And so these children are parenting themselves. And that is why they're not amenable to authority when they go to school or when they go to the workplace. Because from year 2, you're on your own. You get to make your own decisions and your own choices. Yes, you can choose what you want to wear to school today. You know, okay, pick out your little outfit. But you got to eat your vegetables. That's non-negotiable. And I think that when parents get to be parents, you have to understand it's an awesome responsibility because you're sending out these little children who are going to become adults. And then these types of personality traits develop and then they don't go anywhere. And then they become a menace to everybody else, except you most of the time.
No, but even you, and you wonder, how did I end up with a child that stayed this way?
True.
You parented the child into this direction.
I think that a lot of times maybe when parents are strict on children, those children grow up and say, oh, my parents were too strict, so I'm now going to be so fun and so free because that's I wish my parent was to me. And so I guess it's a matter of figuring out the balance because now maybe you're doing it too much
but the
now.
challenge is that the balance will happen over time. And so an entire generation, you see, I find the study of intergenerationalism fascinating. So, I mean, people study the challenges of the baby boomer generation and how they became parents affected the millennial generation. And the millennial generation gave rise to Gen Z. And so now maybe Gen Z parents, parenting Gen Alpha, is a different set of people with a different set of trauma that they're trying to heal because everything is trauma, my childhood trauma. And we have for instance, one of the features that this generation leans into its feelings. Everything's about feelings. And we in very significant degree, children are lacking structure. Children need structure. They need to know you go to your bed.
There are lines of demarcation, boundaries.
Children will test their boundaries and you have to keep them in check. Children need to know that there are consequences for their actions. Right? And there are some consequences that you, the parent, have to protect them from.
And you may not like me now, but when you get older, you'll understand. There are many rules that many of our parents would have implemented. And at the time, it seemed so draconian. It seemed so, oh my God, them wicked. Oh my God, them ate me. Yo, I'm just a turn 18. Yeah, when I turned 18, I got a rude awakening, got to your bed. Like, go to your room, remember this, yo. Go back. TK was straight, I'm going to go 18. I know I'm not really boss. You understand? I lift up to my mother. You understand? But I'm telling you, she is watching right now. Hi, Mom. Good morning.
I mean, I remember in my 30s, you know, like, yo, man, I'm going to say, you're not coming on my mother ear.
Yeah. So sometimes at that time when it's happening to you, it seems like, oh my God, this big stick over you. But young bud no storm, and a lot of times your parents are protecting you from a lot. And when you become an adult and you understand the demons that are out there and the possibilities, you're like, thank you, God, for the mother that I had, the father that I had, how they protected me, because the things that are out there, TK, when you look on it, I said, God, thank you, Jesus. And then guess what? Some children who did not have that protective mechanism, you see the end result of what they are going through and what they have become. And you're saying, you know what? Thank God for discipline. And in disciplined life is one that is going to be wrought with problems, issues, and a lot of negativity. And so, yes, children need to get permission to do certain things. And yes, we love our children and we want the best for them. But there are sometimes I have to rule with an iron fist for your best interest.
That's right.
And I'm unapologetic about that. Eat me all you want. Better you eat me than me eat me.
Well, parents get help. You know, maybe you're not sure. You know, there are resources out there.
Which is why there's a National Parenting Support Commission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Seek
nice.
the help. The help is there.
And talk to other parents too, you know, because different children will require different things. A method that might work with your child may not work with mine.
Yeah.
It's not a one size fits all, right? But seek the help and get the information because it is out there.
A good idea might be to watch Modern Mommy Diaries or Jamaican Dads.
Yeah. That's it right there. Sundays at noon on YouTube. Log on.
That's all we have time for the headlines. Coming up, we'll hear from how AI might be the next big thing in our local crime fighting efforts. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Proud to supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine the growth of the Morgans Group, the local bedding manufacturer, and how they have benefited from various initiatives of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, including through the Tourism Linkages Network.
Ganga and Saga have gone to get Christmas.
Niranjan is in critical condition. We cannot wait any longer. They should come immediately.
Why won't you do the test? Tell me, Kashish, why won't you do it?
Because I'm not pregnant, Ganga. I cannot allow a liar like you to live in my house. Get out of here right now.
The Chaturvedis will never be able to guess who is behind all of this. And hats off to you, Yash.
Yash? Get in the car. Then our driver is going to take you straight to your daughter.
Ganga.
Brought to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace and Singer.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
Turbulence to future, I'm have to end that CVM. See it happen. We've got the love others are searching for. I'm still loving you, even though you're gone. I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep it royal. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bang! Bang, bang.
I gotta tell you, good morning.
Morning, folks.
To everybody watching, thank you from all over the world. We've got you covered wherever you are. Log on, listen in, and always do remember to spread the word. Welcome back to Sunrise. And now, Jamaica's law enforcement just got a high-tech upgrade. We've been talking about the JCF and their improvements.
And we've been talking about this in particular as well.
And now we gotta say hello to Constable Smart, the island's first AI-powered police officer designed to assist the JCF with everything from emergency response to real-time reporting. It's the brainchild of the Amber Group. You know them. I know you know the name. And today, we're joined by Amber Group founder and CEO, Dushawn Savadia, to hear how the digital constable works and what it means for the future of policing here in Jamaica. Good morning, Dushawn.
Very good morning.
Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
The Amber Group is just one of those entities that touches and concerns so many aspects of life in Jamaica. And I must tell you, I'm so proud of you and all that you have accomplished and all that you're doing thus far.
Thank you.
Yeah. So talk to me about this partnership with the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
So we first saw Constable Smart at the JCF Mensa and that lecture, and you spoke about it and you gave a demonstration of its capacity. Speak to us about what you're trying to do with it first, and then you can tell us about how it works.
Yeah, you see, the evolution of AI is now inevitable.
Yes.
And one side, there is apprehensions, there are all sorts of concerns, but another side, it is bringing so much of efficiency, so much of ease and pace into everything that we could found. In the past, it was very difficult to access to information, to read hundreds of pages before you get to one information. But what we've done for JCF with the Constable Smart, first of all, we said, how do we make people get access to information a lot more faster?
Yes.
Now, for example, if I want to understand the speeding ticket laws,
Yes.
At what point can I be charged? What point my points are valid? At what point how many points do I need to accumulate before my license is suspended? This even basic information is not easily accessible and not easily known to most people.
Yes, yes.
And that is why the conversational AI is making it so easy. It can speak in Patois. It can speak in many dialects of Patois. It can understand in Patois those who have difficulties in reading and writing. For them, it becomes so much more easier to get access to information now. Just as a conversation with another person, you ask the questions and it gives you all the necessary answers. So with the Constable Smart, the first phase of it, we said, how do we make information accessible to everybody? How do we make it so easy for anybody who wants to understand anything about any part of the law that is connected with the police and law enforcement? How do we give access to information first? So the first phase of Constable Smart was exactly that. We gave a demonstration on that day also at the event. It's there on YouTube too. But I think the first phase was just about giving information a lot more faster to people in a conversational manner.
Let's
do the video. Yeah, we have a video. So let's see.
Me, a Constable Smart, your law enforcement AI assistant at the Jamaica Constabulary Force. How me can assist you today?
If I have 10 points on my license already, how many more points do I need to my license to get suspended?
If you have 10 points on your license already and you accumulate 4 more points, the authority will suspend your license 5-6 months. So you need 4 more points to reach the suspension threshold.
What is the purpose of JCF?
JCF have to maintain law and order, protect life and property, prevent and detect crime, and enforce all laws and regulations in Jamaica. Them work for ensure public safety and uphold the rights of citizens.
If I steal somebody's car, is that a crime?
Yes. If you take and drive with somebody's car without them consent, that's a crime. It can be tried summarily or an indictment in a parish court or Supreme Court, and you can face fines or imprisonment.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So when will this now be rolled out, Dushawn?
So we're working on it. Remember, there are tons and tons of data. There's just so much of law that has to be categorized properly. It has
so
to
you
be,
can train the
we have to
AI
train the model extremely well, that it doesn't hallucinate, it doesn't give wrong answer. There's a lot of verification process in the background that is happening also. So I guess it's in a short space of time, but pretty soon.
I am excited by the possible use cases, not just for members of the public, but also for members of the constabulary.
Yes.
You'd be surprised some of the DMs that I get where people are asking me my opinion on something, and you can ask, just like lawyers, put 10 police in a room, you might get 10 different or 12 different interpretations of a particular piece of legislation. And that's how the law works. But the thing that I like about it, one important use case is that the policeman, in checking, like, what is the correct interpretation of this? And it might make for a more fair interaction with a member of the public.
Yeah.
I mean, what are some of the use cases that excite you about it?
Outside of the use case of this, of course, having information dissemination a lot more faster, I think over time you will see AI will mature. It is maturing very, very fast. In a year's time, it's evolved so much, it's unbelievable. So all the new agentic AI solutions that are coming out, for example, it can take over some elements of the emergency responses. For example, when a panic phone call comes or 911 happens, there are so many false alerts that come through.
Yes.
This is what scares any operational department, because when you get thousands of calls and only 10 or 15 of them are actionable, are real, how do you filter those noise out? And what happens also is the productivity of the police force goes down because then you're attending to so many calls which are actually false alerts or not really a huge immediate concern. And how do you allocate the force to do the right things at the right time? So a lot of it can be automated, because to build large call centers are expensive, to manage it is expensive. So over time, a lot of these smaller tasks can be taken over by AI. So when the call comes in, it asks the questions, it filters and prioritizes the urgency, and then the response can happen based on that. So in terms of use cases, there's just enormous amount of use cases. In fact, there are already full robots now built to act as police by itself to maintain law enforcement on the road. So time will tell what's going to come, but in the immediate vicinity, the conversational AI to have people, employees, and for whether it is business or JCF, for consumers to access information about your business, about all the policies and laws, etc., has gotten a lot more faster. And second is the option of having a lot of automations now brought through AI inside each of these government agencies or corporate also.
Some persons may be concerned, Deshant, about AI in policing in terms of, they may be a bit skeptical about the shift, about losing that human touch. What would you say to those persons with those concerns?
The humans are never going to go away. See, even to build all of these AI solutions, all of this need humans. It doesn't happen by itself. But more importantly, what we also need to understand that AI is not any more inclusive inside your life, just like Facebook and Instagram and everybody else. I mean, you're giving out a lot of information about yourself on a daily basis into the internet in many, many ways. So I think with all the solutions that are being built, they're protected inside a closed environment. And remember, the information that is been given to you is already public records. It's not private information getting sent out to anybody. Plus, most of these agents or AI agents for conversation, you don't need to give any data. You can anonymously speak to it. For example, we built the Jamaica Learning Assistant now, which is a huge education AI platform for kids in schools. That kids will have their own tutors at home. When they finish school, they go home, they have a doubt, they can speak, they can study on the platform. But all the information is contained within what information is publicly available. So you're not, you don't have the risk of breach of data and risk of breach of my information going out. It's all contained inside the information which is public, that you have access to through a book, converted into a easy voice conversation.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deshant.
Thank you very much. Excited about the possibilities. Constable Smart. Constable Smart probably soon get a promotion to corporal. Deshant Savadia, Amber Group CEO, joined us this morning. Thank you very much. This has been Tech Time. Still to come, Money Meets Mission with the NCB Foundation Future Leaders Investments. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Shop and roll a RAV4. New thing, new car, life changing. Stop. Shop and roll a RAV4.
Stop, shop and roll out in a brand new 2025 Toyota RAV4 from Quartz and Quartz Optical today. Spend $120,000 at Quartz or $80,000 at Quartz Optical and you get an entry to win. Shop on credit and get triple entries for a greater chance to win. Plus, there's monthly prices of a TCL 98-inch TV and $100,000 in supermarket gift certificates to be won. Promotion ends July 20. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
World through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this.
What's your story? What's your sign? Good morning. Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. Well, education opens doors, and thanks to the NCB Foundation, a whole generation is getting the keys, like Miss Kitty. The NCB Foundation has opened applications for its 2025 scholarships and grants program, and there's serious support up for grabs, from primary book vouchers to full university scholarships. So joining us now with the details, we have the corporate affairs lead at the NCB Jamaica Limited, Belinda Williams, and NCB Foundation scholarship and grant awardee John Ross Crooks. Welcome.
Good morning, beautiful.
Belinda.
Good morning. How are you?
You're so vibrant, so.
Oh my God. I tell you. I love it for me. I love this, Belinda, and I want to say congratulations to NCB for putting on the money where on the mouth there.
Yes.
Many people talk about education, and we talk about, and we oftentimes pontificate about what the use of education and what it can do, but then they do nothing. So I want to big up NCB for doing this to help people actualize their dreams, break generational curses, and definitely make Jamaica and the world a better place. And I'm happy that you're on Sunrise this morning talking about it, because for some reason some people have scholarships too. I want to keep it a secret. Like they don't really want nobody to forget it. You know what I mean? So talk to us about the NCB Foundation and your scholarship program.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us on to just give this a little bit more breath as well as a little bit more life, so persons can understand what is available for them. So, graduation is on. A lot of persons are graduating. But what happens after you leave high school? So we understand how the funnel is. So some time ago in 2008, because this is our 17th year, the NCB Foundation would have sought to have looked at scholarship as a catalyst of change in our educational nexus. It came from what happened and the experience our chairman, Michael Leachin, had when he was given an opportunity to go overseas and study. Granted, our scholarships are tenable for the local institutions here in Jamaica.
Which are comparable to any international university, I might add.
So one of the things that we sought to do was that we looked at it and we realized the funnel narrowed. So, primary school basic and primary coming in, a wider funnel because everybody must have access to that. High school is accessible as well. But after high school, you would have gotten all of your achievements, but because you don't have the money and the resources, it literally dries up. So we want to be able to open that door for many of the students. So in our 17th year, we're looking at about $38.8 million. Wow. And remember, this is tenable for the duration. So we're looking for 14 scholars, one in each parish, and we have national champions who get a little bit more on their purse.
Nice.
And the reason we do that is that we want that student not to worry. So if you can come in, apply, qualify, successfully achieve that scholarship, it's for the duration of your study, 4 or 5 years, up to $700,000. That's it.
Wow, amazing.
John Ross, we came into the segment asking, what's your story? Tell us what your story is.
Okay, so, in all honesty, I didn't want to share the fullness of my story. However, my father passed in 2019, the weekend before school started, right? And so it was a rough start for me. And it was kind of a bit of a struggle over the years to keep up with the schoolwork and stuff, but I was determined that at least in the areas where I loved, I was going to do my best. I got a top award in CXC for animation and game design, and I'm pretty sure that might have been the little edge that gave me the qualifications. And I saw the NCB award, and I actually applied very late. I didn't read the entire email either. The application was due about 5 the afternoon, and I ran to the bank to drop off the application. Didn't read the entire thing. It was supposed to be sent by email.
Old school tactics. Drop it off, yeah, my general.
Yeah, right. So that was the progression for me. Did an interview, and they treated us a bit cruel. Right, because they told us that we're going there for another interview, another round of interviews. Yeah. So everybody who arrived on the day, nervous, wrecked some of us. But it was a lovely experience. It was a lovely experience.
So we take them through the round, as John Ross just said, because what happened is that we get independent assessors, and some of them are even our customers, and some of them are parents, and we know the qualifications and the prerequisite we have for them. And so right across the island, across our branch network, we have students coming in for the assessment. The assessments are standard. And so pretty much what we want them to demonstrate is, yes, the GPA, the volunteerism is a must as well, and then they do an assessment and they write an essay. From that, we would have the face-to-face interview, understanding the stories, because we know the stories are dire, and stories like John Ross are so many. We have seen it over the 16 years that we have been administering this. And so the crux of it is the cream will rise to the top. And so, we select one.
What does it look like? What does a successful candidate look like?
A successful candidate looks like one that enters and one that participates and supports the programs, one that does volunteerism with the NCB Foundation as well as what is required for them at school. It is a well-rounded individual, and that well-rounded...
So I don't book alone?
No.
I mean, if you not talk to nobody, serve, just book straight A's?
No. And that well-rounded individual, having a sense also for giving back, should use philanthropy as a tool at their disposal that they look for areas in which they can make improvement. And having done that, a full-sum graduate is one that can also come to NCB and work.
Right.
Because we want to make sure that the talent pool is full.
Why not?
Students like John Ross.
So talk to me now, Belinda. What the scholarship is now open.
It's now open.
When is the closing date?
It closes on the 11th at 12
which is this Friday.
At 12 midnight.
Yes. So we have to, we want to make sure we get the information. I run, go down on NTV. Right? Next thing, them go by atrium door. Hello. Knock. Right.
Application is online and it's at www.jncb.com/ncbscholarship.com. And so I want to also point out that, as you rightly said, Khadine, we put our money where our mouth is. So every year we get 1% of the bank's profit to be able to fund the projects that are necessary for the growth and development of our nation. We're happy to be in our 17th year. We're happy to have seen scholars who are now working.
Nice.
And if I was to call some names, you'll be surprised at who some of these persons are. But you know,
I can think of at least one.
Quickly, may I just ask, does one have to be a member of NCB to apply for the scholarship?
No, you don't have to be. The prerequisite, as I say, is to have the GPA, have your qualifications coming in from high school, and then also having a little bit of volunteerism as a part of what you do naturally. And then what we look at and assess also is the income per household. And we look at, what mommy and daddy earns and look at it in terms of how many other persons are within the household, and then we do that mathematics.
So this is for high school students going to university and for university students who are in university and need some help.
That is correct.
Very well.
That is correct.
Awesome.
And the grants are for high school and even primary school students, because they too need a little bit of a strength. And so if you need books and you need tools and school equipment, then you can also apply for those, because we do have some funds put aside to assist person for the back to school, because we understand the demands that put on the pressure on parents.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get to writing your essays now. Go to NCB's website, look at the instructions, and apply now. The closing time is Friday, July 11 at 12 midnight. And you guys, this is money that's out there. NCB is coming to you. They want to give you, so you have to make yourselves accessible in order to access these scholarships. And just like how it happened for John Ross Crooks, okay, it can happen for you too. Belinda, thank you so very much. John Ross, congratulations. And again, to your entire NCB family, NCB Foundation, thank you guys for all you do. Belinda Williams from NCB Corporate Affairs Lead at NCB Jamaica Limited, and John Ross. It's now time to take another break, and then it's over to TK with the morning news.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this.
Delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. The outgoing CARICOM chair, Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, says the region is ready to support Jamaica's proposed Regional Justice and Security Framework Cooperation Agreement. She insists they have a duty to the people to provide safety and justice.
If ever there was a time for us to cooperate as we discussed today on matters pertaining to this, And Jamaica has put on the table a regional justice and security framework cooperation agreement, which I believe the rest of us are ready to engage in, because it is consistent with the Needham's Point Declaration of 2023 that was settled by the Caribbean Court of Justice Academy and the judges of the region. It is consistent with the George Bridge Declaration of November 2024 that was settled by the CARICOM heads of government, and it is absolutely needed by our citizens if we are to see safety be the primary concern of our people, from Jamaica and the Bahamas in the north, to Belize in the west, to Barbados in the east, to Guyana and Suriname in the south.
And Prime Minister Andrew Holness has hit the ground running as he assumes the chairmanship of CARICOM from July to December 2025. In his address, he outlined an ambitious plan to advance security, economic resilience, digital transformation, food security, and climate justice across the Caribbean. Under the theme People, Partnership, Prosperity, Prime Minister Holness highlights strategic partnerships with global allies, a united front against organized crime, and the need for a secure and sustainable future for all member states.
Our chairmanship will focus on delivering a safer, more resilient and economically empowered region. This vision will be driven by strategic partnerships that extend beyond our shores, strengthening ties with our friends in North America, Latin America, Africa, Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and the Pacific, as well as regional organizations, the private sector, and civil society. Safety and security are the bedrock of stability and growth. Over the next 6 months, CARICOM will intensify its efforts to dismantle the criminal networks that threaten our communities and undermine the rule of law. We are declaring a war on criminal gangs and transnational organized crime with a clear message. Their illicit activities and acts of terror will not be tolerated. The escalating humanitarian and security crisis in Haiti starkly demonstrates the devastating ripple effects of unchecked criminality.
Additionally, the CARICOM chair says the 49th Conference for CARICOM Heads of Government in St. James from July 6 to 8 will feature a high-profile security expo focused on a myriad of matters concerning CARICOM nations.
Comprehensive, collaborative approaches to crime fighting, emphasizing intelligence sharing, border security, and strategic enforcement. Now, as the world grapples with increasingly complex challenges, from climate change and economic shocks to geopolitical instability, our region must build greater resilience. This means advancing the CARICOM single market and economy to secure self-reliance and protect our economies from global disruptions. We will accelerate efforts to achieve full free movement within the region, supporting trade, investment, and economic integration. At the same time, our Vision 25 by 2025 initiative will remain a priority as we work to ensure food and nutrition security by empowering our agricultural sectors to eat what we grow and grow what we eat.
Over to sports now. A well-known track and field agent, QB Sigobin, says he's not worried about the delay in payment of prize money for Grand Slam track thus far. Sigobin says he has already received appearance fees for the Kingston leg and is now awaiting prize money for Kingston and appearance fee for Miami. Clark got hurt in Miami and did not take part in the Philadelphia leg of the series. Reports emerged recently that prize monies remained unpaid for the inaugural series, which ended abruptly in June after 3 meets in the proposed 4-meet series. But Sigobin, who has represented several high-profile athletes, says it's not unusual for there to be more than a month delay in payment of prize money from global meets. West Indies head coach Darren Sammy has not ruled out dropping former captain Craig Brathwaite ahead of the third test against Australia at Mandela Park. Sammy also bemoaned the batting struggles across the 2 tests, where they only have 1 total above 200. The Windies lost the second test in Grenada by 133 runs after being dismissed for 143, chasing 277 for victory. Mitchell Stark took 3 for 24 and Nathan Lyon 3 for 42, with captain Roston Chase top scoring with 34. Brathwaite has so far had scores of 4, 4, 0, and 7 in his 4 innings so far against the Aussies. His average of 3.75 is the lowest of any player who has played all 4 innings in the series so far. And Sammy admitted that discussions will be had surrounding his place in the 11 ahead of the 3rd test, which is a day-night affair, which bowls off on Saturday at Sabina Park.
All options on the table. Obviously, Craig just played his 100th test match. He hasn't looked good this season, this series. And in a team where you're searching for performances, you get very close to say, okay, do we give somebody else a chance? But we will really have a good discussion, myself, the selection group, and the captain himself, about that particular situation.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace and Singer.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than...
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life.
12 minutes after 7 o'clock in Jamaica. It is 8 minutes after 12 o'clock in the eastern United States, eastern North America for that matter. What time is it where you're watching? Good morning to you wherever you are. Well, guess what? If you're a civil servant looking to stretch your savings, Mayberry Investments has some great news. Their new civil servant investment campaign is tailor-made for public sector workers. That's our teachers, our nurses, our policemen and women. Yeah. Doctors and public administrators. They're offering smarter returns with reduced entry barriers. And here to tell us more is the General Manager of Asset Management at Mayberry Investments Limited, Damian Wiley. Damian, welcome back To sunrise.
Good morning.
Back. You didn't hear me. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
of course.
They may be coming to my workplace. I love it for us. Love it. When I see Mayberry, I see money, I see prosperity, I see possibilities, I see growth, I see development. And I'm very happy that this is now being offered to our civil servants who, a lot of them, they work so hard, they do so much and give so much.
Absolutely.
And they're definitely deserving of being a part of this. So talk to us about the campaign and what does it offer?
So there's not much more that I can add to it that you haven't already added. The campaign is targeted for our civil servants because we believe that they are the backbone of our country. I mean, they are the largest labor force in the country. We're talking about our doctors, teachers, lawyers, within the government sector. Anybody who is employed by the government. So we're talking about agency workers. So if you work at the passport office, you qualify for this. If you work at NWC, you qualify for this. So literally, hard trust. So literally everybody who is employed by the government, we are calling on them to say, hey, come in, have a conversation with us. Investing is important. This is the return that you're going to get. This is what we're going to do for you. And we're hoping that we will build the investment future of those people.
What is it that you are noticing? Because I like that Mayberry doesn't take a one-size-fits-all approach. You're designing investment products that are tailored to different kinds of people. What is it maybe that you're seeing about the way that people in the public sector think about investment or their investment behavior that you're saying we're going to do something different and this is the difference?
Right. So what we're trying to do in this case is we're demystifying investing. Right? Most people don't invest because they feel afraid or they feel intimidated by
or they
investing.
think it's not for them.
Or they think it's not
public
for them.
sector work, right?
We don't have the money
I don't have the money, I don't have this, I don't have that. So what we're doing is they're saying, no, here's a simple product. You give us $300,000 to start. You do a mandatory 12-month savings plan. And we grow your investments to places that you probably wouldn't think you would have had you done it on your own. It's backed by qualified investment managers, so it's safe, it's secure. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 40 years. This year, actually, this month is our 40th anniversary. So we've been doing this for a little while. I think we know what we're doing. And so we want to open it up to a cross-section of people who may not believe themselves that they deserve or should be investing.
So let me ask you, Damien, because I can hear somebody say, but Miss Kitty, Damien, how does that differ from what is already out there in the marketplace? Say, for example, the bank, the market, credit union. Why?
Or other things that you have as well.
So it's different for a number of reasons, right? One, our normal minimum account requirement is $1 million. So we're lowering that to $300,000. That's a significant difference. Two, I would like anybody watching to calculate what they earned on their savings accounts last year. In fact, do it for the last 10 years. What we're offering to you, to these civil servants, is way more than what their average savings account offers. And I believe that for the people who don't like investing, for the people who think markets are complicated, this is ideal for you. For every 100,000, you're earning $5,000 in interest. Just look at it that way, right? So we're not trying to be overly complex or overly complicated. It's very simple, it's safe, and it's secure.
How do people open their accounts? What do they need to do?
We are a digital society now. So www.mayberryinv.com. Just click on the link, follow the instructions right there on the screen, and you'll be up and going in no time.
What if Damien know about it? I have a 3310, I have a banger. I'm not technologically inclined.
We also cater for people like that. 1.5 Oxford Road, come on by, tell us what you want to do, and we will help you to achieve your financial goal.
One of the things that many people, Dennis, have an issue with, they want to do something, they want to buy a house, or they want to get a car, or they want to save for their child's, tuition, for tertiary education, but they don't really know how to go about it. At Mayberry, is there somebody that, walks you through, gives you some advice?
It can be very intimidating.
Yeah, it can be very, it's like, oh my God.
So, absolutely. Firstly, we only have one location. We are flexible, as you know. I think everything about us speaks flexibility. And you can always come by, give us a call. For those who are online, click a link. There's always somebody willing to talk to you. If you have 20 minutes, come and sit with us, talk with us. We'll help you navigate your financial future for whatever goal. So for example, this option here could help you to save towards your home, the down payment on your home, a vacation later this year. So there are many, many opportunities for you to tailor what we do to your life, because we believe investing is to achieve a future growth that sometimes you don't even know or aware of. So.
And so is this particular campaign, if you want to call it that, does it have an end?
Yes, actually.
For enrollment?
It does. We are going to end this campaign by the end of this month, which is July, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, right. So we're going to end by the end of July. I'm encouraging people who are interested to call us, visit our website. The people who have already started to sign up, please get your applications in and close so that we can start your investment future.
Sounds brilliant.
All right. Well, a word to the wise is sufficient. He who hath ears, let them hear. Mayberry, civil servants.
Yes.
Yes. Get the money and put it in the right place. If you don't respect the money won't respect you. All right? Invest wisely. And civil servants, this is your opportunity to go to Mayberry. They have dropped or lowered their entry payment. Normally it's $1 million. Now you can come in with $300,000. And me know me like say 50, you know. Come you see some of the partner them, sometimes the people them run with a partner. Hello, Mayberry is at 1 Oxford.
1.5 Oxford.
1.5 Oxford Road. And they're right there. Good morning, Chris Perry. Good morning, Dan Theok. Good morning to the entire Mayberry family over there. Damien, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And I'm quite sure that the civil servants will be taking advantage of this. Our wonderful guest this morning, Damien Wiley, Manager of Asset Management at Mayberry Investments Limited, investing in our civil servants. There's more Sunrise coming up right after this break, so please do stay with us.
What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this.
10 Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
I'm the one that you always chosen. 50 years.
Thank you, Jamaica, for 50 years of finger-licking good memories. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
From politics to global events, from social issues to breaking news, Lead Story Prime dives deeper, cuts through the noise, and uncovers the stories that shape your world. Join us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Lead Story Prime with me, George Davis, for an hour of incisive analysis, expert interviews, and unparalleled coverage of the issues you care about. Lead Story Prime, your front row seat to the most compelling discussions. Lead Story Prime, where the truth comes first. Only on CVM TV.
Come and tell me what is bothering you, Krishna. Come on.
If Mummy wins tomorrow's competition, then she will leave and take me away.
I won't allow that.
So the court gives the order that from today, Krishna's legal guardian will be her father, Mr. Sagar Chaturvedi.
I don't want to hear Ganga's name again as long as I live.
Ganga.
Brought to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Join us
this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine the growth of the Morgans Group, the local bedding manufacturer, and how they have benefited from various initiatives of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, including through the Tourism Linkages Network.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Yeah, man, this is Grams Morgan. I want you to keep watching CVM TV, be inspired, be informed, right? See it happen right here on CVM TV. Morgan Heritage till year 3000 and beyond. Grams Morgan say that. See it? Blessings.
And it's all about more scholarships for more students to actualize their dreams, to alleviate the stress, the worry, just that whole, the trepidation that oftentimes come with
opportunities.
How am I going to make it to university? And I am so happy that these persons are getting their scholarships to go ahead to change their lives, the lives of their families, the lives of their communities, and ultimately the lives in Jamaica and around the world. So glad to have you back with us right here on Sunrise on CVM. Please do remember to log on, listen in, and always do remember to spread the word to everybody watching on YouTube. Good morning to you as well. Now we are in the segment called Fully Bright. Okay, that's right. Uncle Dennis, when I start the segment there, this look like I hear something. Yeah.
If we have that opportunity.
You know what I mean? Yes. Well, guess what? You may have that opportunity, and we are here because the J. Ray and Nephew Foundation is showcasing their talented pool of recipients. Master Blend Award, a former marine engineering student at the Caribbean Maritime University. He started receiving the JWN Foundation scholarships back in 2017 and kept that momentum going. That's right, maintaining academic excellence for 3 years straight.
Well, that dedication earned him the Chairman's Award for Exceptional Scholars, graduating with an impressive 3.721 GPA. Bright.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, today, Giovanni Fennell joins us to share his story and why you should sign up for the JWN Foundation Scholarship.
Good morning, Javoni.
Hey,
congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
See us bright for spite? Like it was born bright, sir?
I mean, I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
Let me just ask you, Javoni, because some people say some people born bright, some people have to work hard at being bright. What was your combination? How did you maintain and tap into your brightness?
So I think it was definitely hard work.
Yeah.
Of course, it was hard work, but smart work.
Yes.
So you have to work hard and smart at the same time. And I think that was what propelled me to just continue. I'm from very, very humble beginnings. Yeah. So I know scholarship was my way out.
Yeah.
It was the deciding factor as to whether I go to college or not.
Yeah.
So I had to put in the hard work, and of course, the reward is here.
Nice.
So mechanical engineer, Jerry and Neville.
What is a mechanical engineer? People say that. What is or
have
who
different
is a
kinds of
mechanical engineer?
Yeah, what is a mechanical engineer?
So of course we do data analysis. So we do data analysis. So with the root cause from the data, of course we will
design solutions.
Design solutions, engineering solutions to make things better for our processes.
So what subject? So if a student watching now,
you did bad in physics.
Physics and maths was my thing.
Okay, that's why I never took up that.
Physics and maths was my thing. So I did CSEP maths in grade 9.
All you know.
Straight is additional maths, pure maths. So as I said, maths was definitely maths.
Hold on, you did CSEC maths in grade 9, then you did
additional maths in grade 10 and CAPE pure maths.
When did you do the CAPE pure maths?
So I did, of course, at sixth form. So lower 6 and upper 6.
So by grade 10 you finished with you're zero the game in a maths, and then you were waiting to go to do CAPE. So you do pure maths unit 1 and unit 2.
That's right.
And you mash up that too?
Straight yes.
What? Which school you go? Which high school you went to?
Kingston College.
Why?
Curtis career is there.
Not protest the brave may fall, but never yield. But not ask Christ. But not asking Christ. Mr. American body. Not ask Christ. I don't know what that is, but that's say that. Boy,
just ask, just give him the opportunity.
As a general, up in them town.
So that's where it started.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, so definitely everything goes out to Kingston College.
Right.
So literally where the foundation started, straight on to Caribbean Maritime University, and now Jerry and everywhere.
What made you choose CMU?
At first, I wanted to be a marine engineer. But due to COVID, getting out to sea at that time, upon graduation, it was very hard. I was offered an internship at the Jerry and Neville South Spanish Town location, and I got the internship. I was doing very well. I got a permanent position, and as I said, now I'm a mechanical engineer.
Nice. Well, tell me a little bit about Javoni, where you're from, because you said you're from humble beginnings, right? Where are you from, and how did you hear about the scholarship to apply in the first place?
So I'm from Waters, New Zealand. In order to apply for this scholarship in particular, you have to live in the environs in which the JWN operates. So that was my ticket, luckily. Of course, you have to go through the process, you have to go through the rounds, you fill out your applications, you do the interviews, and just present yourself.
Watch uniform. Watch uniform. No, but Sam, watch uniform.
Yeah, so I was at the university, studying my engineering degree.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so, tell us a little bit about maybe some of the other things that you were doing that made you attractive as a scholarship applicant.
So, I would consider myself well-rounded. I am a scout, as a boy scout. Now I am the director of scout operations, where I plan program planning and the operations of the program island-wide for the Scout Association of Jamaica.
Okay, so you give back to the association?
Of course, I give back to Jamaica at large. So I consider myself a budding nation builder. Also, as stipulated by the scholarship, I had to do community service. So what I opted to do was to teach mathematics in the community. So you have students who didn't like maths. Of course, they say, I don't like maths. So what I did was, every time I was going to teach a lesson, I put maths is easy. And a particular student will take the marker and put not in front of it. So he said, maths is not easy, but going down into the concept and now they understand the concept and grasp the concept, then they will cross out the not and put, yes, maths is easy.
Nice.
So that was my form of giving back to the community.
And coming through the scholarship, because one thing with JWN scholarship, it tries to make you better as well. So like it's not just paying for your things, but it's also exposing you to something. But even like the way you represent here, do you think it has made you just like a better man?
Definitely, most definitely. I don't want people to view scholarship as just a financial aid. It's more than that. It's more with scholarship. They provide mentorship. They provide internship, which can lead to permanent employment. Also, these scholarships are like stepping stones for. I mean. People like me who come from very, very humble beginnings and now we are on the paths of greatness.
Lovely.
What did I say to a Waterhouse youth who watch this conversation? I say, prior to this conversation, he probably said, one of them man, they lie, them I tell you, man. They never go through a hardship and links make them get them something. What did I say to the youth that for settle him down and make him focus on like you did?
All right, so Wayne Dyer once said, if you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, then you'll see obstacles. My advice to any youth out there, especially out from the inner city, just believe in yourself. Don't count yourself out. Sometimes we think, scholarship is not for us. It's just for a certain class of people. But truth be told, these scholarships are like an investment. These scholarships are gateway, so gateway for future advancement. So I would say apply, believe in yourself, and don't think limits.
Nice, wonderful. What's your ultimate, Javon? What do you want to, for yourself? Are you masters, PhD? What's your ultimate?
So definitely I will start in my masters next year in mechanical engineering. What I want is to be, that strategic. In that strategic position where I can move the JWN, the future of their operations from just the normal day-to-day running to more technological advance, to more process optimization, machine efficiency. So what I want is just be that bridge between engineering excellence and operational leadership.
What does your family think about what you've accomplished thus far in your community?
Definitely proud. I am humbled and I just want to continue doing good so they can be inspired and, be that source or that beacon of light.
Nice. Well, you're definitely lighting up the place. Shine bright like a diamond. Watch trophy. Watch purple and white. Watch 40 something of them down. I gotta tell you. No, I'm telling my message everyone. Like you have a house where you put these awards, cause like where do you store them?
They're all at my mom's house.
Wow, what's your mom's name?
Christina Miss.
Okay, hi mommy, good morning.
Big up Miss Hemmings, big up Miss Hemmings.
Yes, and anybody else you'd like to thank, Javon, because I know this kind of journey, there are many people who play integral roles, who contribute to your growth and development. Anybody you'd like to say thank you to this morning?
Definitely. To the entire JWN Foundation family, they were my literal second family. Big shout out to them, my support system, Kyle Shaw, those at the headquarters of the Scout headquarters who would literally push me to where I'm at now. Big shout out to them.
Nice.
So big up.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful.
Imagine all female youth. I look up to him and I say, yo, my daddy a star.
Star boss, star dad. And that's why I'm telling you, and for a parent like Javon or a parent to be, when you're telling your child to do something, it's more believable because I've done it.
Look at my trophy. No,
but look at my trophy Javon I've done. As God live it, though, Javon do.
That's just a few.
I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna have to buy a container to put all of them.
Man. But it's important though.
Yeah, but I love it, and I want to say big ups to you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On all your accomplishments. And people will see your story and don't know the sleepless nights.
Definitely.
The sacrifice, the discipline that it takes to reach here.
Indeed.
It's not easy.
Indeed.
But you did it.
Thanks.
And because you did it, it means it can be done.
Indeed.
Very well.
Big up.
Good job.
Big up.
Big up to Bonnie Fennell and you can join the JWN Foundation right now and, go apply for the scholarships. We want to thank them for their contribution toward Javoni's journey, and all the other scholarship recipients as well, who they've allowed to become beacons of hope and beacons of light. It's proof that when we pour into our youth, they overflow with excellence, and trust me, we can't stop doing it. So JWN, big ups to you guys, and please, if you want to apply, please do so now. After the break, it's a battle of the brains. What if Japan is going to stay with us for that? And speed with University of the West Indies students on Sunrise Freshers, brought to you by
Sunshine Snacks.
More Sunrise right after this.
Boys and girls, listen up. You can be anything in the world, and God we trust. An architect, doctor, maybe an actress, but nothing comes easy. It takes much
future or choice. The time by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs is
7:30. Home buyers, home builders, home improvers, it's your time. Come on out to the NHT's Home It Expo on July 5th here at Emancipation Park, Kingston, and July 11 at Harmony Beach Park in St. James. Let us help you navigate your home ownership journey. That's the NHT's Home It Expo this July. Let's help you get home.
This week on Tourism One-on-One, as we examine the growth of the Morgans Group, the local bedding manufacturer, and how they have benefited from various initiatives of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, including through the Tourism Linkages Network.
Internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Turbulence the future, I'm have to end that CVM. See it happen. We've got the love others are searching for. I'm still loving you, even though you're gone. I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep it royal. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bang!
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
So when I wake up in the morning, I say a word of prayer. Tap, 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 tap. Yo, this is yours truly, The Image, and I'm representing for CVM. See it happen. You hear that? CVM what? See it happen. Listen, keep it locked.
Welcome back to the sunny side of morning television. It's time to wake up your brain in Sunrise Freshers, brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. I'm your host, Jason Brown, and today we have some students from UWI with us for a general knowledge battle. So let's meet our contestants. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And they look good and they smell good. Ready for a good time this morning. We have a few halls with us this morning, so please introduce your names, a freshest fact, and the hall you're attached to. Let's start right here.
Good morning. My name is Chia Vincent. I'm from the Leslie Robinson Hall. And a freshest fact about me, one night I went out with some friends and then came right back that morning and ran the cross country for my hall.
Oh,
So,
wow.
no sleep.
All right. You know how to multitask. Good.
All right, morning. My name is Shamar Hamilton. I'm from Irving Hall. A fun fact about me, I play 2 instruments.
Which 2?
The keyboard and the drum.
Lovely. Next.
Good morning, Jamaica. My name is Ray Clark. I am a third-year medical student. I'm from the beautiful Irving Hall. I was founded in 1950. It is the only hall on campus. But a fun fresher fact about me is that I'm deathly afraid of frogs.
Frogs?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we don't like frogs. Are we moving to this side? Yes.
Good morning, Jamaica. My name is Gabrielle Brand. My fun fact is that I'm attached to the best block on Irving Hall, Champion Chalice.
Good morning, Jamaica. My name is Tajay Kerr. Fun fact about me, I play basketball, I do tracks, and I play 3 instruments.
Overachiever.
Yeah.
We love it. Next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Javoy Crossman from the George Alaney Hall. Fun fact about me, I may not look like it, but I love me a good fit.
You love you a good fit. All right, and big up to Dennis Brooks. Because apparently he was attached to Irving. It's not Taylor, but you know. Big up you, Dennis. All right, so we have 30 questions this morning, and the first team to buzz in will get the chance to answer. Please test your buzzers. Are we ready? All right, love it. Question 1. Who was the first black president of South Africa?
Nelson Mandela.
That is correct. What is the longest river in the world?
The River Nile.
That is correct. Look at the monitor and identify this person.
Elaine Thompson.
That is correct. What going over here, sir? What over here, sir? Who won the FIFA World Cup in 2022?
Argentina.
That is correct. Which planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
That is correct. What is the national motto of Jamaica?
Out of many one people.
Good. What is the fastest land animal? Correct. Look at the monitor and identify this animal.
Goat.
What was going on? In Jamaican folklore, what creature is said to make chains rattle and eyes
Rolling calf.
That is correct. What is the name of Jamaica's national airline? What was the name?
Air Jamaica.
That is correct. All right. What's the square root of 144?
12.
Master, tell me about in the song Sammy Dedo, what did he plant in the corn? Okay, there we go. Who was the first man to walk on the moon? All right.
Neil Armstrong.
That is correct. Finish the line. Carry me Aki go a
Lindsay Market, not a quart to yourself.
Good. Look at the monitor and identify this person.
Chris Gale.
That is boss. I don't know, you know. Sir Fetters, just bring it down for me, please. Thank you. What is the chemical formula for carbon dioxide?
CO2.
Wait, doctor.
He pressed it.
I pressed it. Yes. The answer is CO2. That was your question, doctor. Come on, that was your question. What is the largest island in the Caribbean? Voila. That is correct. Which Jamaican poet is affectionately called Miss
Louise Bennett.
That is correct. Which Jamaican reggae artist is known for Night Nurse?
Oh my God. I don't know this. I am not Jamaican.
I never said sing it. I said who's the artist?
Come on, Shem, you have this.
You have it.
As the musician.
Right now.
Are we moving on?
Barrington Levy. No.
Who is it?
I say Barrington Levy.
Gregory Isaacs. What is the main ingredient in Guacamole.
Avocado.
That's correct. Who is the Jamaican folklore character known for being a trickster, spy, and
Anansi.
In a Jamaican tradition I'm a Jamaican tradition held at night before a burial. What am I?
Set up.
Correct. Look at the monitor and identify this person.
Oliver Samuels.
Correct over here. Complete the proverb. 1 cocoa.
Full basket.
That is correct. Gas, shampoo, and summer bungs are well-known hits of which artist?
Ding dong.
That is, yes boy, you already know. What Caribbean festival is famous for its colorful costumes and
Carnival.
Over here, so correct. What is the national flower of Jamaica? Over here.
Lignite.
What is the name of the Jamaican national football team? Over here. Good. What Jamaican dish is a spicy soup made with goat head?
Manish water.
Manish water.
That is correct. And the last question this morning. The last question. What is the world record Usain Bolt set in the 100 meters sprint?
9.55.
Wrong.
Should we pass it? Let's go. No, we're not going to pass it. And the answer is 9.58. Clap yourselves, clap yourselves. 5.8, yeah. No, it's 5.8, man. So congrats, you know, to the quick buzzers and the not so quick buzzers. Yeah, but we appreciate you coming this morning. And our winners this morning are waiting for the scores. Yes, we have Team A on 19 and Team B on 9. We're not looking at the glass half full. It could have been 0. So you did really well. So clap yourselves, clap yourselves, clap yourselves. And that's a wrap on today's Sunrise Freshers, brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. Congratulations to our winners and big up to all our players. It's time for another break, but there's more Sunrise after this.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
And everybody with me, yeah. Why eat other snacks when sunshine has the best for you? Nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, natural. It's sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine the growth of the Morgans Group, the local bedding manufacturer, and how they have benefited from various initiatives of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, including through the Tourism Linkages Network.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more.
All right. It's
look at
another
that.
day, another dollar, another show, not a bother. Sunrise, where the fun rise. Yeah.
It is. It's been a good day. A nice morning.
Yeah, nice
a
vibe.
fun morning.
I like the scholarships. It was the scholarships for me.
Yeah.
Because I know.
And then
that
ending with the scholars.
Yeah. You
Big
know
up
what I mean?
Irving Hall.
Yeah.
Know
lovely.
thyself. Big up Siberia, standing brave and tall. Yeah. Big up all the Siberians.
The mayor for Irving Hall.
Big up all the Siberians from yesteryear.
Can I just big up my hall, Preston Hall? Thanks. You know.
Sandals Mona.
That's right. Yes.
Back
big
in
up.
the day, that's what we used to call
I
it.
know.
Sandals Mona.
That's why I was there.
AZ
AZ Preston Hall.
Yeah.
But because, of course, to Towers, Chancellor, Taylor, all the halls, Rex Nettleford, all the halls at the University of the West Indies. Good morning.
No.
Yeah.
I love some with like name look like code name. I don't even know.
Code? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we don't even know.
I don't even know. But, you know, once you're there. Good morning. Big ups to all the UTech students as well, all the teachers' colleges, you know, Michael, Shortwood, Bethlehem. Good morning to all of you. And just good morning to anybody and everybody who is just trying to live up, you know. Then sometimes life is lifing and it can be overwhelming and daunting. But big ups to all the persons who push through. Irrespective of what they are going
Big up
through
people
now.
who have group work I do.
Yeah.
And them have them work I do.
Yeah.
And all sorts of something. Them have study presentation. Them
Yeah. Big ups, of course, to all the mommies who are going to school right now.
Yeah.
A mother who has a young baby, who has a project to do, who has an exam around the corner. Big ups to the people who are working and going to school, because that is a whole other world of responsibility. You're a wife, you're a student, you're working, or you're a husband, you're a father, and you're a student. You know, not everybody has the luxury to just be a full-time student. There are those persons who are working and going to school. You have your family with which to deal. You have babies with which to deal. There are women who are breastfeeding and studying at the same time.
And that
so,
is
you know,
why I
just
said
want
to
to
a lot
send
of
you
people,
love.
look, if you can just go, if you have the luxury of doing school before you start life, quote unquote, do it, you know.
Yeah.
Because when life comes and you have your responsibilities, you
Yeah.
have your work and you have your picnic and you have your spouse,
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a lot.
it's hard,
And not
yeah.
everybody can manage it.
Yeah.
And then you gotta put the work, you gotta put the schoolwork one side and stop every minute.
And sometimes you never get
And
back around
and you
to
never
it.
get around
Yeah.
to doing it. So you have
Yeah.
but there comes a time when you have to say, look, it's my time now. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely, for the betterment of your family.
Yeah.
And good morning to all the parents who are going through a rough time with their child right now, or children who might not be feeling so well. You know, everybody at the Bustamante Hospital for Children, all the mummies who are battling probably a cough, a cold, a runny nose. And I'm sending some love to Zuri. She's not feeling so well this morning.
Morning,
but
Zuri.
Auntie is sending you lots of love. Uncle Dennis is sending you lots of love. And to her mommy Jadine and her dad. All right. You know, we send you guys love. We know it's rough, but you know, and that's why I always say kindness is magic. Kindness is karma. Be as kind to as many persons as you possibly can, because Dennis, you never know what somebody's going through.
Going through on a given day. So big up yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what we're going through right now is a rap. Yeah, because Stacey Sheet on my ears.
Yeah.
Anita, give me the look.
Well,
So you know what you know when you feel the eyes, sit like.
My ears is free.
Yeah.
My ears is free. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm see Patrick lean down. Some don't say, you know.
Yeah, but see the lean a while ago.
I'm see DJ look for the door like, all right, the food now, mother's time. You understand?
Big up mothers and then breakfast.
And Daniela stand up now like, all right, Uncle Daniela, world uncle, you know. World uncle. Well, guess what? Tami is back from touring the States.
Yeah.
Hyperventilating.
She did. I saw her on a podcast. She did a very honest podcast with
Rushcam.
Rushcam. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no NDA.
No NDA.
Yeah.
Nanda.
Yeah, Nanda.
Nanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her on a podcast. It was nice. It was nice. It was a
I need
nice
to watch it.
I didn't watch all of it, but I got a good chunk of it. And it was nice.
Nice. Okay. Big ups to Rushcam and Nanda, and of course, big ups to Modern Mommy Diaries on a Sunday. You know, find my channel and go and subscribe, please. Thank you so much.
For those of you asking, JCF Force for Good podcast is on a little break because all the people who work on the podcast are doing training.
Oh wow!
So it's coming back in August.
Mr. Richards being one of them.
Yes.
Constant workshops.
Everybody's being trained right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dennis, I really love what the force is doing.
Yeah.
And I wish for you guys all the best and continued growth and success.
Thank you.
Because it will mean a lot to our country. You know, if we get crime under control, officers are well trained, on time. And based on what I'm getting, the feedback, I saw Ralph Gonsalves, the president, the prime minister rather, of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Was saying, follow Jamaica, you know, the JCF, you know what you guys are doing with the technology. So it's a feather in your cap.
Indeed.
So SSP, darling.
Big up to the entire team. Look out. There's more coming.
More coming.
Yeah, man.
Guys, have a wonderful day. Be magnificent. And good morning to all the supportive, loving husbands, you know. Right?
That's
supportive
me.
wives. You like me, right? And like you, good morning to you. IGW, one general in the dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good morning to all of you. And thanks to all our YouTubers for watching. Thanks to all of you for making it to TV or on your phone, right? We're always here for you. And so tomorrow it's Tamighty. And then we're back on Thursday. Then it's just for the week. Tomorrow, Jermaine, them said them want me to breakfast tomorrow.
Breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah, they must have ackee and saltfish, fried breadfruit, and bulgur porridge. You up for it?
Yeah, and where?
I'm a house.
Sure. Yeah.
So you want me to get up early and cook?
Yeah.
All right, no problem. I could do that. I could do that.
I have a long day tomorrow, you know, so...
Say less. Say less. Where can I get 2 dozen ackee, right? 3 dozen. Because another belly has been added. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Get up, pick up yourself and do it. Brush off your clothes and prepare for something